Hey there and welcome back. I mentioned at the end of my Garrison 9 Complex Cream review that I'd recently purchased the Sonbayu No. 7 Horse Oil Cream to try and compare the two, and as you can tell from the title, this video is going to be all about Sonbayu and its products. But you can rest assured that the comparison video between the Garrison 9 Complex Cream and the Sonbayu Horse Oil products is coming up right after this one. But without any further ado, let's get right into Sonbayu. Sonbayu has been in the horse oil game since 1952. It was created by Toru Naue, who had a personal experience with a very bad burn on his left hand, and when he put horse oil on it, he noticed that it healed considerably faster and better. So that sort of set the career path for him and his family to create a horse oil product, and they eventually created Yakushido, Sonbayu's parent company, that manufactures and distributes the product throughout Japan and now internationally. Since the product has hit the shelves, they have been winning awards for efficacy and usefulness. They've been mentioned in numerous fashion and beauty magazines, and they've always ranked highly on Cosme's Beauty Awards list. Cosme's Beauty Awards is essentially the same thing as the Allure Beauty Awards here in North America. Cosme and Allure are just both large, influential companies that have the funds to try out a huge category of beauty products, say which one's the best of the best, but also compare that with reviews and real shopping data from people who have bought the products themselves. This is by no means a vegan product, and I really wanted to be upfront about it with you because I feel that everyone has a responsibility and right to know what they're putting on their faces and what's in their beauty products. I talked about the horse oil manufacturing process in my last video, the Garrison 9 Complex Cream review. You can see it up there in the cards, and I talked a little bit more about my thoughts on that. But again, I won't repeat the same stuff, but everyone should be an educated consumer. If this bothers you, do not purchase this product. Sonbayu is super popular in Japan. They actually have several standalone stores where they just sell Sonbayu brand products, but they also have an official United States distributor as well, and I will link that in the description box below. Sonbayu and Yakushido have mastered the horse oil distillation process. They take the raw horse oil, they strain it to remove contaminants, they run it through their purification process and age the product, so at the end you get 3 distinct layers of horse oil and horse oil byproduct. The first layer is the most watery, and they use it for essences and toners. The second layer is used for soaps, and the third layer is used for facial cream and other beauty products. I have 2 products here that I'm super excited to talk to you about. They're both made from the third layer of the horse oil distillation process, and they are the original Sonbayu facial cream and the No. 7 facial cream. You can definitely tell these guys are sibling products. They both come in sturdy frosted glass containers and are secured with sturdier plastic screw top lids. The products inside are actually quite liquidy and creamy, and I was initially concerned about the storage of these products, but the lids are so tight and you can screw them so tight that you don't have to worry about leakage or spillage. In fact, I would be comfortable bringing this on a long haul flight in a checked luggage, just throwing it in there, but maybe putting a plastic bag around it just in case. The only wish list item I have for this product is a spatula or a pump. I am a total germaphobe and I don't like sticking my fingers into any beauty product in fear of contamination, but I have a bunch of spare spatulas lying around and I wash my hands very thoroughly if I don't have one, so that's just something to keep in mind when using these guys. So let's talk about the actual product inside these jars. The ingredients list is super easy to remember because it's just 100% pure distilled horse oil. Now, using an animal byproduct, especially as a beauty product, you can be kind of afraid of the scent. I kind of anticipated a barnyardy or gamey animal-y scent when opening this up, but I've used it on my face, I've used it all over my body, and I've not smelled a single thing. Even opening up the jar and smelling it directly, I can't smell anything really. The closest thing I can equate it to is just like a very, very light oily scent that dissipates immediately with application. But I have both of these products in their unscented formulations. The No. 7 facial cream only comes unscented, and the original horse oil comes in a myriad of different scents. I have these 70 milliliter jar right here, but they also sell 75 milliliter jars, and you can tell the different scents because they have different colored plastic tops. So they have rose, gardenia, hinoki. Everything is color coded and you'll know what you're getting, but the addition of scent is the only difference between the products. Yakushido has really built on the seed of ancient Eastern medicine that was mentioned in both China and Japan over 600 years ago, saying that horse oil was really a multi-purpose cure-all sort of product. You can use it to soothe muscle aches and pains. You can use it to help speed the healing process with burns, to fade scars, and to help treat chronic skin problems like eczema and rashes. Following that idea of multi-purpose product, you can use both products all over your face, all over your body. It's okay for sensitive skin. It's okay for infants to use, and it's actually promoted heavily in Asia. It's okay for infants to use. And Sonbayu has even submitted their product to the US-based Personal Care Products Council and gotten their stamp of approval for it. So these guys can be used in a myriad of different ways, including using them as a oil cleanser to take your makeup off at the end of the day, using them as a hair mask to restore luster and shine to your hair. And if you'd like, if you're taking a long soak, you can put on a layer of horse oil, soak in the bath, and it'll help lock in that moisture for you. So definitely a multi-purpose product, but I've been using it specifically to moisturize my skin. In the use suggestions on Sonbayu's website, they say that you can use this horse oil cream as an AM and PM moisturizer, but given my experiences with the cream, I would recommend both of these products only be used in the PM on your face. That is because they are still a 100% oil product, and the closest thing that I could approximate the texture and the feeling to is Vaseline. Obviously, these two horse oil products are much softer and come from a more natural source than Vaseline, but the application on the skin still feels the same. You get that really thick layer of oil that like locks in moisture and sinks in, but it takes such a long time and it feels really heavy on the face that I don't like going out with it during the day. I did try using it as an experiment for a AM moisturizer once, and even though my boyfriend and my sister said that my makeup looked fine, it just felt heavier than normal, and that I just didn't like it. So definitely recommended for nighttime use as a finishing step. So I mentioned that I only use these two products as moisturizer for my skin, and that is because even though they are quite affordable in Japan, I believe this is around 2,000 yen and this is around 3,000 yen, bringing them over to the States makes them exponentially more expensive, and they are so little, I don't want to waste the product on trying out whether it's a good oil cleanser or, you know, not doing things to directly benefit my skin. Now, I have used the original cream as a hair treatment, and my hair really, really liked it. It was much softer and much shinier than usual. But again, that's just something that I would probably do for a special occasion, or if I knew that I was going to be able to get my hands on another bottle of this soon. In terms of skin moisture and using it on my face and body, I really enjoy these two products. The only difference between them is that this one is far more liquidy than the original horse cream. I actually purchased this No. 7 cream from Little Tokyo down in LA, and it was sold to me as a facial product, even though it's safe to use all over your body as well. But since it was sold to me as a facial product, I've been exclusively using this on my face and exclusively using the original cream on my body. Again, they're multi-purpose products, but in my mind, they were sold as two kind of separate things. So this guy has definitely made a difference in my skin. And I say that hesitantly because I was using the Garrison 9 Complex Cream for a very long time, and I could tell it made my skin better, but after a while, with any facial products, the results kind of begin to plateau or they get as good as they can get. This product, since I've been using it for a little over a month now, maybe a month and a couple of weeks, I did notice when I had any active breakouts, they made the healing cycle of the blemish way quicker. Now, when I get a breakout, it very slowly comes to a head, and when it finally pops, there's a red mark on my face forever because my body just likes to embarrass me that way. But when I was using this guy, I noticed that when I had an active breakout, it would turn from that really angry crimson, just popped look to a darker healing red much more quickly than without using this. So that was something interesting to note. I can't say anything in terms of scarring. I feel like with products like this, it takes a really, really long time to see any differences in scarring. And especially since my acne scars are so deep, I feel like laser facials or something to more actively stimulate the collagen growth in my skin would be a quicker way to get rid of acne scarring than using this for many months and many years. But it's definitely still made a difference, and I would recommend this to you. For the original Sonbayu cream, I've been exclusively using it all over my body, especially after the shower, to moisturize, and I have definitely noticed a difference in my skin as well. My nails are much healthier. I use this as a hand cream, and before they had ridges in them, and basically if I were to go out and get a manicure or anything, I'd have to use Deborah Lippmann's ridge filler. But this guy has made my skin much softer, it's made my nails much healthier, and my legs, which I have to embarrassingly say I never put lotion on, so they're dry and crocodile-y right now, they healed them up pretty quickly. So I'm very impressed with this product as well. So to recap, I've definitely seen differences from my hair to my feet while using these products as a skin moisturizer and a hair treatment, and I can see why that they're so popular in the Asian beauty world, because the results are pretty immediate, I would say, and that's sort of led to the rise of horse oil masks, horse oil creams, horse oil essences and toners. And I appreciate the fact that Sonbayu has been in the game for so long and that the only thing in their products are just 100% horse oil. I feel like that's just getting the benefits directly from the source. But of course, as I mentioned before earlier in the video, it is still a controversial product in my mind because it's an animal byproduct, and even though there's no smell, there's clear benefits to the skin, I don't know how I feel about it, and I'm curious to see how you feel about it as well. As I mentioned, I will post a comparison video between the Garrison 9 Complex Cream and the Sonbayu cream soon, but in the meantime, please, if you have any questions or comments, leave them in the comments box down below. I'll do my best to answer, and let me know what you think about the whole horse oil trend in Asia. Thanks for watching, and I hope I'll see you in the next one. Bye! Subscribe if you want to. Horse oil creams. Unnecessary revving, y'all. Y'all! Sonbayu has advocated, I don't like doing that, and I want to cleep